Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's great to have you guys here. Hope you guys have been having a wonderful day. In today's video, we're going to be talking about all the confirmed characters for the upcoming Demon Slayer Gacha game Royale. So unfortunately, we have had zero news in a very long time. So what I've been doing is just trying to come up with some type of videos that I could think of, just kind of like little fun, stupid crap that I could do. Also been talking about the console game. Also been talking about just like, the franchise in general. So if you guys enjoy any Demon Slayer content, definitely subscribe to the channel. We're on our road to 200 subs. I mean, it's been a pretty good growth spurt so far. Pretty happy where we're at. Again, we just hit 100 subscribers recently, which is really freaking cool. So if you guys are new, subscribe. It definitely goes a long way, and we'll be covering these very extensively moving forward. So let's go ahead and talk about what we got in front of us, right? So again, I want to talk about the news a little bit. We haven't had news, I think, since they actually said, hey, we're pushing the game back. We haven't heard anything else. So link will be in the description to the Twitter account that gives the all the great information, and also the website, so you guys could check it out on your own time as well. And also there's a public Discord for the game that you guys could check out too. So keep that one in mind. So let's go ahead and look at Mr. Todrio here. First time that we've seen him. He's looking pretty good. The game definitely does seem like it's gonna be more PvE based versus not PvE, it's a PvP game. Just letting you guys know, it's a Demon Slayer versus Demons style PvP game, so that's pretty much how it works, right? So, the gameplay definitely seems like it's going to be more of a turn-based thing, but hey, it still looks very good. I can't believe this is actually going to be a phone game, when it comes out. The models look good. Everything about it looks pretty freaking good, and I'm very excited for it, man. I definitely feel like this could be a very fun game. Could be a lot of excitement, and definitely something I am excited to jump into. Let's go ahead and jump into our next character here. We got Nezuko, which is obviously fantastic. Her art is great. She obviously transforms into a demon. We haven't seen too much gameplay of her, if she's just gonna ever hang out just like in her normal form when she's not going crazy. But we'll see. She does have something called an Unleash Awakening Burst attack. Pretty nice. Accumulate gauge of awakening power. There she is on the battlefield. Here you can see it's a we got the 4-man team, which is pretty interesting, just to kind of show you guys a bit more of the scans, because obviously having the scans here is nice, and also hype, Dragon Ball Super hype. My man's he's everywhere, bro. My man's legitimately everywhere. Here it should go over Hinosuke and Zenitsu. So that is going to be pretty easy for us to kind of look at. Obviously, Zenitsu's first form is going to be very prevalent, I would imagine. I'm sure it's certain. I'm kind of curious to see if they're ever going to do like different versions, like if they're going to make different characters for like different versions of the characters for each stance that they do. I think that would be pretty interesting. Again, we kind of have to wait and see. We don't have much information as of right now. I mean, game's not. I mean, we have heard absolutely nothing about the game. This is what it is. This is what. But they are both scheduled to be released, and they are pretty cool, obviously. So nice. Here we have, this one has, I believe, like 4 different characters to go over. So we'll go over them. We have the Swamp Demon, if you guys remember him from early on when they, Todrio originally fought him. He was kidnapping all the girls and stuff. And that was one of the first fights in the series. So they've shown him. And they showed Hyogai, which is actually sick. One of my favorite demon designs for sure. His story was extremely sad, and it's kind of cool that they're kind of showing him off, because obviously they're showing on all the early stuff, like you got Murata and you got Ozaki, which of course any demon series I'm sure they could grab as characters they're going to need to use, so it does make sense that they're showing them. Again, these are all really early on in the anime for the most. Well, Guy's not so early. Actually no. What am I talking about? This is later in the anime this season. It's been a while since I watched it. When I think about it, but yeah, all these characters were pretty. Now this is the only early on, and then they start going into that. But that's they look pretty good. They don't really show any in-game gameplay. I can't really see this one too well in there, but I would imagine that's him. So obviously, when the game drops, if you look at it, you got more Demon Slayers than demons, which I think this game's always gonna be like that. But you do have 4 demons coming out. You got 4, 6, 8. Versus the 4 demons, which I'm assuming the demons are going to be obviously harder, because that's how it should be. But yeah, those, basically having all 4 of them on the same thing does make it a bit easier for this video. So there you guys have it. Now we're going to start jumping into the Hashiras. They have started with the first that I would imagine. We have our Man of the Water, and we have our beautiful Kocho, one of my favorite characters in the entire series. Absolute beauty, and she looks phenomenal in her art right there. They do show a little bit of her end-game screenshot right there. She looks fantastic. She got her butterflies. You also have Nezuko's demon art that has, wow, okay, so there's Nezuko. We don't know if that's going to be different from the Nezuko that we currently saw earlier, or if that's going to be the same one, just with the demon art. But it would make sense if it's different ones, because obviously the Nezuko who fights in the episode 6 or episode 7 versus the swamp demon is a bit different when she gets her demon art. So we'll see how that works out when the game actually drops, whenever that is. My man here, they show him off a bit over here, which is nice. And he looks pretty cool so far. And definitely pretty cool. So here are the first Hashiras that we have seen. Obviously, I'm gonna imagine all the Hashiras will end up being in the game. There's no way that they're not gonna be. So pretty excited nonetheless. So let's go ahead and jump into our next character, Mr. Ryu, which is obviously a big fan favorite. I mean, he touched all of us. So a very beautiful story. And then we do have the spider demon, the mother, as well shown. So obviously we'll assume the whole family will be here. We just haven't heard anything else. So having Ryu shown is cool. You see him doing his blood arts, which was the spider webs that he was using, which was sick. And obviously I'm gonna imagine these characters will only get one at the start, and maybe after a while they'll go into making more of them. The only issue with this game, dude, that I'm already kind of seeing, it's that there's not many characters that they could really use. So they're gonna have to really go and remake a lot of characters over time. They're definitely gonna have to sit there and kind of do a big time all of recreating characters, and like any freaking attack that they use could be a different card, because unfortunately Demon Slayer is not packed up by like a huge IP by any means. I mean, it ended very quickly, and it's only 200 chapters, so it's not like they have a huge variety of characters that they could use, right? So that's just one thing I want to I have a bad feeling about, that they're gonna have to probably really rely on collabs and just kind of different things like that. But that's pretty much it for me, ladies and gentlemen. There's not much other news besides this. We have no idea what else is coming. We have no idea if we're going to be getting any news anytime soon, but your boy is going to stay strong, and you guys can stay strong with me if you guys want to. So it would be cool if you guys want to subscribe. Definitely would help out the channel. We are fighting for our first 200 subscribers. It'd be cool. It would be nice to have you guys along for the journey and just stuff like that, man. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Again, I'm trying to upload maybe like 2 or 3 videos a week. What I want to do, it's like maybe like one gacha game video, then maybe a console, and then like a discussion on the actual franchise to kind of just keep the channel moving, right? I definitely don't want us to stay stagnant here. Definitely want to continue this, because Demon Slayer passion has definitely been growing a lot more recently, and I want to do anything I can to do what I can for the series and the franchise, and just really push it out as much as I possibly can. So it'd be great to have you guys a part of that journey with me. So subscribe if you guys want, and I will see you guys for the next Demon Slayer video. Take care and peace out, everybody.